back to Tabletop Assault. I'm Ross.
I'm David.
And today we're going to bring you another one of our 8th edition Kill Team matches. I'm going to be using Necrons.
I'm going to be using Tau Empire. Quite excited for this one.
Yep, should be good. So, what mission are we playing today?
So we're going to be playing Take Prisoners from the match play rules. Very simple, standard board setup, corner to corner. But the real victory points to score in this game is if you kill an enemy model that's within an inch of your model, or in this case taken out of action is the term we use, but it's within an inch of one of your models when it's taken out of action, you will get a victory point. You will not include any of your models, however, that are shaken. So if a model's taken out of action and it's within an inch of one of your models but it's shaken, doesn't count. And the same also goes for when you kill a model, the enemy model cannot have any of their friendly models within a 2-inch radius of it. If they are, he's not taken prisoner, he's just taken out of action. But if your opponent has any shaken models within 2 inches of the model that's been taken prisoner, that's absolutely fine. Yeah. All shaken models excluded.
So really what you want to do is try and isolate your opponent, get a model and then take it on combat and take them prisoner.
Yeah. One
thing to know as well is your leader is worth 3 victory points.
So with that, guys, let's show you the forces. This is my Tau Kill Team, 98 points. Not give them names yet because I kind of want to find my feet with Tau. So we've got a Stealth Suit Shaz Vray with a Fusion Blaster, Target Lock and Marker Light, and that'll be my leader. And that's a Leader Specialist with a Marker 6. Next we have a Stealth Suit with Burst Cannon, and it's got the Marker 1 dice there, that's my Comms Specialist. Stealth Suit with a Burst Cannon, Marker 2 with the dice, that's my Heavy Specialist, and then just a standard Stealth Suit with a Burst Cannon. We then have a Pathfinder with the Marker 3 dice with a Pulse Carbine, Marker Light, and that's my Demolition Specialist level 1. And then I also have another Pathfinder with Pulse Carbine and Marker Light. Let's see how these guys pan out.
We have our Necron Kill Team. What have I taken? I've taken 2 Death Marks with Synaptic Disintegrators, 2 Flayed ones with Flayed Claws, and 3 Immortals with Gauss Blasters. For my Leader and Specialist, leader is number 6 and that is a Death Mark. For our Zealots we have a Flayed one, he's number 1. I then have a Comm Specialist and that is the Immortal with Gauss Blaster, and that is number 2. And then I also have a Sniper which is the other Death Mark and he is number 3. And that is my Necron Kill Team. This is the battle map that we are playing on today. So again, our runes, because we don't have quite the ones from the Kill Team box painted yet, but we are working on them. But these ones work really well as well. So plenty of cover. There is some sort of open ground as well, which can be deadly, but plenty of places for our kill teams to hide.
So it's time for us to start rolling for the Kill Zone environmental table. So let's see what we get. 1 is Deserted Habs. There is no additional rules.
Okay.
Next, guys, we're going to reveal Scouting because that was part of this mission. So with Scouting, shall we just reveal?
Yep, so Scouting. So I've gone 5, you have gone 2.
So I believe you've gone forward positions?
I believe so.
You've gone take forward positions and I've gone plant traps.
Okay. So
we've just rolled to see my booby trap. And I rolled a 1 for D3 pieces of terrain, so only 1 piece of terrain. We're obviously doing, it cannot be longer than 8 inches in width and in height. Anything longer than that cannot be booby trapped. So that's only this piece. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the only 5 pieces of terrain on the board that can actually be classed as potential booby traps. So the piece that I am going to choose, guys, now Ross does not know, but the piece that I am actually going to choose is going to be that one there. Okay, that is the booby trapped piece of terrain. If Ross was to reveal it, it would explode on a d6 roll of a 1. A unit would, or the model, sorry, that triggered it would suffer a mortal wound. From that point on, it's treated as flat terrain, but anyone who gets within an inch of that zone or that piece of terrain will have to treat it as dangerous terrain then on. So, and the booby trap is then permanently removed. Ross did get forward operations. Now forward operations, guys, is quite simple. He essentially gets to, after the deployment phase, move as though it was the movement phase before battle round 1 begins, 20% of his models. So he basically gets a nice extra movement. With that, we're going to crack on with deployment. So we're now going to start rolling for our greatest strategic advantage and lowest strategic advantage. Again, we just both roll 2d6.
Okay.
Rolling ties.
I'll go first. Mighty 9.
So you've got 9. I need to beat it. I don't, so I'm least strategic advantage and Ross is greatest, so that means Ross gets to choose deployment zone. Deployment zones in this game is essentially that corner versus that corner.
Okay, I think I will take this corner.
Cool. We're going to crack on deployment and we'll catch up in a moment. Finished up deployment. I've got my 2 Pathfinders, the normal Pathfinder and the Demolitions one up top, keeping them in their crow's nest, and all my stealth teams down here, kind of out of line of sight for a ton of stuff and make it very difficult to be shot at. So I also got my heavy, my comms and my leader down there. Ross Fiver's deployed a little bit differently.
So yeah, I have moved my flayed ones. So I did get a scout move with them, which means
Forward operatives?
Forward operatives. So I get to move 5 inches with them to move forward.
That was his 2 models for his 20%.
Yeah, so they both move forward free, which is lovely. That includes normal flayed one and the zealot. I then have my 2 immortals with Gauss blasters.
3 immortals.
Sorry, 3 immortals Gauss blasters. 2 of them are there, and the one that's a comms expert in the back. And then I have my death marks over here, which has got my leader as number 6 and also my sniper, which is number 3.
So with that, guys, that's the deployment. It's time to roll off for initiative. So that's a 2d6 roll, re-rolling ties. You going first, Ross?
5. Ooh.
So 5. What did Tao get?
Oh.
Tao, not much though.
Not much, no, yeah.
But it will be Tao getting initiative. Finished up the movement phase. My 2 fire warriors have gone into ready position because they're going to shoot some marker lights most likely down onto these Necrons. But what's happened with all my stealth teams, so they've all actually moved to try and get within 9 inches of their targets, and I actually advanced my Shazvray with the fusion blaster at the end because he's got target lock, so you can actually advance and not get the penalties for shooting the assault weapons for advancing and shooting. So everything's looking really nice here. But it is pretty much, if I don't do the damage, then I'm in trouble.
Absolutely, and I've moved quite forward aggressively. Our flayed ones have moved forward and they've advanced, so they have advanced quite forward to get really dangerously close to your stealth teams. And then my immortals have moved forward as well, while my death marks have readied. So yeah, with that, I believe neither of us have psychic. Let's go into a shooting phase.
My first Pathfinder here, who's ready, is going to actually shoot, and he's going to put straight down onto this immortal here a marker light.
Okay.
He is obscured, so it's -1 to hit, but he is also within half range, so only one -1 to hit. So we had a 5. We fail. I've got no rerolls, so I'm not going to spend any command points on that.
Now I'm going to shoot with my readied death mark, who is going to fire at your comm specialist. I believe he's number 2.
So no, he's number 1.
Oh, number 1, so he's in the centre.
Yep.
So I'm going to fire at him. Now you are an automatic -1 to hit due to you doing stealth suits, but you're not obscured and not within long range, so it's going to be forced to hit you, and I'm rapid fire. So 2 shots, head on 4s, re-rolling 1s because I'm a sniper. So I only get, thanks to your, that was a 3, thanks to your camouflage, only 1 hit.
Okay.
It's going to be, I think, what toughness are you?
I'm toughness 4, so just force to wound.
Force to wound. 6s do cause a mortal wound in addition though. It's just 1 wound.
CP dash,
Yep.
so it's a 3-up save. Failed.
Oh.
I don't plan to really use any stratagems this turn, so I'm going to actually re-roll that.
Okay.
Passed.
Nice.
This Pathfinder is now going to shoot again into the same immortal with his marker light.
Okay.
Only minus here is obscurity, so -1. But we hit. So that's just simply 1 marker light onto him. I'm also not going to do anything else, so yeah, he gets a marker light.
My other disintegrator, which is my leader, is going to fire again into David's comms, try and bring him down. So it's going to be 4 steps, you're -1. For 1 hit there, and that is a miss. Oh goodness, your camouflage is paying off dividends. 4s to wound.
Yep.
For nothing.
So my comms specialist isn't actually going to shoot here, but he's going to use his level 1 ability scanner, which is once per shooting phase. When you pick this, when you pick a model from your kill team to shoot, which I'm going to choose my Shazvray. As long as he's within 6 inches of the comms guy, essentially he gets add 1 to the hit rolls, and also as long as he's not shaken.
Okay.
It does not say that it gives up his shooting either.
Yep.
So my Shazvray's now hitting on a 3+, and he's going to shoot this immortal, which has a marker light for reroll 1s.
So you're going to be hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s.
Yep. So we hit. Strength 8, so 2s.
2s to wound.
It's a wound, it's -4.
So that'll go straight through my armor save, so it's just an injury table. You roll how much damage
It's
do you do?
D6 damage first.
Let's find out how many chances you get.
For 5.
5, I've got to roll 5 dice.
One over there for you, Ross.
Yep, so with Necrons Reanimation Protocol, on a 1, 2, 3 I suffer flesh wounds, on a 4, 5, 6 I get put out, but on a 6 I actually ignore it.
Yeah.
So...
Don't roll 4s or 5s.
Yeah, don't roll 4s or 5s.
Or lots of flesh wounds.
Ooh, so still loads of flesh wounds.
So that will
4,
knock him out.
that just puts him out.
Yeah, because he's got 3 flesh wounds available.
Yep.
If you hit 3, he's taken out of action.
So I'm going to start by activating this Immortal next. He's going to use the Comm Specialist ability, same as David's, add +1 to his shooting. So that will bring me now actually hitting on 3s because you're -1, because I am going to target your Comm Specialist.
Who is down right there.
Yeah, I really want to bring him down.
In rapid fire?
I'm in rapid fire, so no minuses for obscurity or for long range, so I'm going to hit you on 3s.
3s, because you're ignoring my camouflage.
It's both hit.
Nailed it.
Going to be 3s to wound you.
Yep, strength 5.
For... I'm going to command point that.
Go for it.
That's cocked. Yep, okay.
So it's -2, isn't it?
-2, so that should bring you to a 5-up save.
It does indeed. Fail both of them.
Fail both of them, so just roll 1 dice for the damage. Oh, you roll 1 dice for the damage result. See if you get a 4+.
You can bet on command pointing this.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
I'll take the flesh wound.
Yeah, absolutely.
Going to now shoot my heavy specialist number 2, and he is going to use 1 command point or 1 tactic extra ammunition to now shoot an extra shot, which makes it 5 shots with the burst cannon rather than 4 onto your comms Immortal.
Yeah, we don't seem to like each other's comms.
No, I'm within half range, so it'll be normal ballistic skill, so 4s.
Yep.
5 shots. So we get 3 hits.
Nice.
Strength 5,
So
3s.
to wound.
For 3 wounds, but you do have your standard 3-up save as your Immortal.
Yep. I've got... Would say that's cocked.
Yeah, go for it.
Yep. Please be cocked. Nope, it gets through. So got to roll an injury table on basically...
Not that.
5, not that. He is gone. I'm gonna spend... Have I used my reroll? I did use my reroll.
You did, yeah.
So he is gone as well.
So now Ross has actually lost all his guys left to shoot. I've still got my comms and standard Shazwee's stealth suits to shoot. So this guy is now going to activate next. He is going to be shooting, this is my comms guy, onto your Zealot. Third one. 4 shots within half range, hitting on 4s. For 2 hits. Strength 5, so winning on 3s. For 1 wound, it's no AP, so 4-up save.
Gonna say it's got... No, and I've got no rerolls. So
Injury table.
Injury table. Come on, show me like 1, 2, 3 or a 6. 6. So I actually just ignore it entirely.
Due to reanimation protocols. And this guy is going to shoot his burst cannon again onto the Zealot flayed one.
Okay.
4 shots, no modifiers, hitting 4s for 2 hits again. Shooting actually okay. And 3s for 2 wounds, 4-up saves on that flayed one.
2 4-ups. I've got 1 fail.
So
don't die. Don't die. It's going to be a flesh wound.
So guys, we're going to skip the morale phase because your leadership 10, Ross, you've not lost enough models to either be broken or to actually have any nerve tests qualify, and I have none either to take. So that's the end of battle round 1. Tau certainly sees initiative, got rid of 2 Immortals, so that's 2 heavy firepower and guns, but we didn't pick off a flayed one, so I might actually pay for that in the end. Let's crack on and see who gets initiative in battle round 2.
Okay, David, battle round 2, and you better pray you get this, because otherwise you're going to get some charges. Yep, for myself, a mighty 10.
Mighty 10. And not so mighty 6.
Here we go. So we finished up my movement of portion of the movement phase. However, before we go into David's, I actually am declaring 2 charges which you do during the movement phase. So before David does his, I'm going to declare a charge firstly. This flayed one that is not injured into these 3 stealth suits. All 3 of them sort of guys. I'm not going to do all 4, but the 3 there I'm going to go for.
So I'm just going to Overwatch.
Yep.
That'll be my reaction. However, the Tal do have the For Greater Good special rule, which is if a model is within 6 inches of a model that's been declared as a charge, I can essentially forgo my Overwatch and forgo my retreats to add my firepower to the overall Overwatch, essentially.
Okay.
So I'm actually just going to do... I'm probably going to do everything.
Just going to go absolutely...
Yeah, because that's a 4-inch charge, that's a 5-inch charge.
Yep.
So I'm probably going to do... There's 3 burst cannons, so that's 12 shots, and there's 1 fusion blaster.
Okay.
I'm going to do everything.
Yeah.
So I'm probably not going to get up 6s.
Yeah.
So the 12 shots, the burst cannon. So we get 1/6. With 3s to win you.
Yep.
I can use a reroll.
Yeah, you're going to command point that?
Yeah, we'll use 1 tactic down to 1, so let's reroll it. Nope.
Nope. So
no,
fusion
blaster.
Fusion blaster,
Yep.
go for it.
Nope.
Nope.
So charge time.
Yep, so it's 4-inch charge to get within the nearest model, though if I get better I will be going for others. Oh yes. And this injured zealot is going to make a charge move and he's going to charge straight into these 2 here, you know, try and split up his attacks if possible. So, yep. Either way, I think it's 5-inch charge, so yeah.
Nailed it.
Got it.
So I've just finished up the rest of the movement. So obviously these stealth teams are now caught in combat. Readied up my Pathfinders, and I advanced and moved my Shazgrave with the Fusion Blaster because he's got target lock, so no penalties to moving, advancing and shooting. It's basically to try and divide the forces, but sneakily try and pick off another one of these guys. So let's crack on.
So David has sort of nullified a lot of my shooting. I can only ever see a model now with this death mark, my leader, onto his leader there as well. So I'm going to attempt to disintegrate you with them.
Yeah, these Pathfinders guys want to let you know we're out of line of sight.
Yeah, so I have line of sight them, so but they're not out of line of sight from my leader, which may prove a problem later on. So I'm going to get 2 shots on you, -1 because you're camouflage, -1 because you are in basically being
Obscured by the terrain.
So it's going to be 5s to hit you for no hits.
So as we've got no more options for these targets to actually shoot, we're just going to go straight onto the remainder of my readies, which are these 2 Pathfinders, which they'll be hitting on 6s because of long range and obscurity, onto Ross's Warlord. So let's just start with the first one. Nope. And the second one. Yep. So we do get 1 marker light on to the Warlord. So the last thing that's really left to shoot is my Shazri Fusion Blaster into the Deathmark leader. So it's forced to hit due to obscurity. I ignore the penalties for advancing because I get target lock, but I will get reroll hits of 1 due to the marker light. So forced to hit reroll 1s. Reroll that 1. So we hit. It's a Fusion Blaster, so it's strength 8, so 2s to wound. I'm going to use a command point.
Absolutely.
It's a wound.
It's a wound. I have no save of any kind because you're so damaging.
Yep.
How many
Damage.
damage rolls do I need to take?
That's me out of tactics as well, guys. So damage.
Oh.
Damage 6, so...
I've got to roll 6 dice. Any 4s or 5s, I'm basically going... Well, I'm obscured by 1 inch of terrain, so it's actually 5s and 6s I ignore, so don't roll a 5. I didn't, but 2 4s will put me to injured.
Enough flesh wounds.
Enough flesh wounds to absolutely kill me. So my flayed ones are going to attack. So I'm going to start with my specialist. This is my zealot. He's going to put his attacks into your heavy, number 2. I charge, so I get +1 attack and +1 strength. So that's going to bring me to 4 attacks. Now I've suffered a flesh wound, so -1 to hit, and your camouflage, so another -1 to hit.
We check, camouflage isn't just -1 in shooting, it's -1 in general.
Yeah, so it's going to be 5s to hit, and I'm also going to activate Flensing Fury, which means any 6+ to wounds, I get an additional damage on my attack.
Okay.
So,
Claw time.
Claw time. Need 5s to hit. For 2 hits. Oh, that was a hit.
Yeah, there was.
It's going to be 3s to wound you because I'm showing 5.
Yep. You reroll all field wounds.
Do I?
Your claws high reroll all field wounds.
Oh, right, nice.
No.
Well, nope. I'm going to use command point to reroll that.
Okay.
Need a 6. There we go. So that one's actually 2 damage. You got to roll these saves separately.
Okay, so it's no AP though.
So
this is the 2 damage one.
No, you've got you just roll 1 dice for the armor save first, And then if you fail...
Oh yeah, because if I fail it's 2 damage.
Yeah.
But it's 3+.
Yep.
So the 6 up, 3+1. Failed, I'm out of tactics, so that one's damage 2.
Yep.
And the normal one failed as well, so it's 3 injury rolls.
So 3 injury rolls, you get to roll them. So yeah, my mistake there, as I did get a 6, you rolled that and failed that. That is the one that brings you down to 0 wounds. The other wound actually just gets negated, but as I'm 2 damage characteristic, you've got to make 2 to see if you
injury rolls.
Injury rolls.
Yeah, so I've got 2 wounds, so I'm out of it. Let's see, we don't want any 4s. Pluses. Well, we got 2, so that Shazwi is out of action.
And my other flayed one is going to go for your comms, try and bring him down. So 3 attacks for this guy, because he's not a specialist in any way. Hitting on 4s because camouflage, but I've not suffered a flesh wound yet. So 4s, all hit. It's going to be 4s to wound you with rerolls to wound.
Yeah, 'cause you're not a zealot with this guy.
So I'll reroll those 2.
Cool.
Nope.
There's no crazy 6s this time.
No 6s this time.
So it's just 1 damage.
Yeah.
So 3 up armor save. Passed. So my guys get to react. I've actually consolidated this guy. Now I actually still ended my move closer to this enemy model.
Yep.
But it has helped to bring me within an inch of that model there. Because I want to put all these attacks into him.
Okay.
So yeah, let's go with this guy here. 2 attacks into him. We just simply hit on 5s. Move on. Next guy, 2 attacks, hit on 5s. End of the phase.
On to the morale phase. David has none to take so far. I do have 1 to take because I have either lost 50% of my kill team, which is 2 immortals and 1 of my death marks, and I've also got 1 guy that's injured. So with that, I have to pass to see if I break. Basically, don't roll an 11 or a 12 because I've got leadership of 10. Oh, I'm fine. But that is the end of Kill Team round 2. So my flayed ones were quite aggressive there, came in and did manage to rip one of the stealth suits apart. I do not get a victory point for it though, as you need to be out with 2 inches of one of their friendly units. So instead of being captured, I probably just ripped them apart. Cost me a victory point or whatever. 1 is dead, which is always very, very helpful. I have lost a significant number of my force though, which is a problem. But we've also got some damage on each team as well. So with that, let's go into battle round 3.
Right, heading it off in battle round 3, it's time to roll off that all-important initiative test again.
I kind of want you to get this, by the way.
Okay.
Yep.
Do you want to go first then?
Well, no. Okay, so I've got 8.
Right, okay. That's cocked.
Yep.
Don't think I'm going to get it anyway. Nope.
So we finished up the movement phase for this round. My flayed ones stayed in combat, or so they thought, and my mortal and my sniper specialist deathmark have moved to sort of avoid those marker lights because they're proving to be quite pesky. However, David, what did you do?
So my stealth suits have the fly keyword, so they're now allowed to do a fallback move because they haven't been charged this phase.
Yep.
So they've actually fallen back 30 inches. Now when you fall back, you cannot advance or charge, you cannot overwatch, and you cannot retreat. But you can still shoot if you have the fly keyword.
Whoa.
So they'll be able to shoot. My warlord has just moved on up towards the window, essentially meaning you're no longer obscured from that side.
Yep.
But I'm still obscured on my side.
Yep.
And then I've obviously readied my 2 pathfinders because they seem to actually be doing quite well. They've managed to get 2 marker lights off so far. Let's see if they can get a 3rd. Marker lights are going to shoot. We're going to start with this guy into your wounded zealot flayed one. We essentially are probably going to put both of them in a minute if we fail. They're within half range. It's a 30-inch gun and there's no other penalties. I haven't moved.
Sure isn't.
So it's just literally a 4-up roll to put a marker light on this guy, which we get. Interestingly enough,
you don't need the second marker light because I think it ignores obscurity.
Yeah, so I'm going to put the other guy into him.
Now I say I am obscured from that one because of my other flayed one, so you're going to be 5s to hit.
Yeah, but there's no real need for anything else. In fact, you know what I will do though?
Yep.
We will put the marker light onto him.
Yep.
Let's go for it. So we'll do that first. 5s, we fail. but I will be using a tactic uplinked marker light, using all my command points to add an additional D3 marker lights onto him.
Okay.
It's 2 tactical points. So he's got 1 already. I need a 3+. Really what I'm looking for. No. So we only get
your
1
last
more.
command point? Oh no, you can't.
No, that uplink is actually 2 points itself to do it.
Ah.
So I'm out of command points, but only 1 marker light.
So as I've got the sort of priority for this round, I'm going to start with my sniper, Deathmark. He's going to target this one that's already suffered a flesh wound. It's number 1. Is that your heavy?
That's my comms. You
That's
killed
your
it,
comms. Oh right. So I'd like to bring down your comms. I'm going to use the sniper stratagem, which gives me +1 to hit. I think it's called careful aim. And then I'm going to use the Necron one, which is targeting.
Protocols?
I think targeting protocols, which adds another +1. So I'm going to get +2 to hit. You are obscured. You are -1 because you're camouflage, so it takes my 5, basically cancel each other out.
Yeah, we're going 5 up to hit, you're now back to a 3 up to hit. Rapid fire in time, Ross.
Cool, so, and I do get to reroll 1s because I'm a sniper, so don't do 2s. So both hit,
Cool.
and it's going to be 4 to wound you, but 6 cause a mortal wound as well. So only 1 wound.
Okay, so 3 up armor save. Made it. Chaz Ray is going to shoot his fusion blaster into this immortal. No negatives, no modifiers to make it better. It's just a simple 4+ to hit.
Yep.
50-50. Which we hit.
Okay.
It'll be a 2 to wound him. That's a wound. It's -4.
So do your d6. How many injury rolls do I need to make?
4 injury rolls.
4. So technically I need to actually get like loads of 6s here to avoid this, otherwise I'm gone because the wounds will be unbelievable. So that one's ignored, but that's 3 flesh wounds, puts him out of action.
My comms burst cannon Shazvi is going to shoot next. Still suit. He's actually going to use his comms ability though and switch that onto the guy in the back because he's obscured by my own guy. But that'll basically cancel that out because he gets +1 to his hit rolls.
Okay.
So we're going to go with this guy first of all though, onto the flayed one. We are burst cannon, 4s to hit, reroll 1s.
You've suffered a flesh wound, so you're -1 to hit.
5s to hit, reroll 1s.
Oh my goodness! Reroll 1s.
Okay, so 2 hits, so it's really good. 3s to wound him. For 2 wounds, it's 4 up saves on this guy.
4 up saves. Nailed it.
Nailed it. We'll just go into the guy in the back, who's just going to be 4 ups because the comms is cancelling it out for the obscurity. And I get to reroll 1s, only get 2 hits there.
Yep.
And 3s again, 1 wound, 4 up save.
Ooh, goes through.
Injury roll.
Injury roll, I'm looking for a 6. 4, that's out of action.
Because I think it's also +1 due to
Oh,
the
it's
flesh
+1,
wound.
so it brings it to 5.
Yeah, he's out of action.
He's out, he's gone. Yeah, now I've got to test to see if I am broken. David is not, so it's on a 10. So 11 or 12, my kill team is broken. So I'm fine. And for my nerve test, both guys need to take a test because I have lost 5 guys, so I can only fail on 6s. So we'll start with my sniper specialist. I'm fine. And my flayed one is fine.
Right, that's the end of battle round 3, was that, Ross?
That was indeed.
Yeah, so if we go into battle round 4, which could be the last battle round, there's still actually no victory points because none of us are going for prisoners, we're just going for kills.
Well, I did go for prisoners, but you're too close to each other. You work too much as a team.
It's looking really bad for Necrons. You've lost 5 guys, you're left with a flayed one and a Deathmark.
Yep.
There's still a lot of firepower in Tal's disposal, however, it can actually be shut down potentially with a couple of really good rolls and charges. So we're going to go into battle round 4, guys, and let's see who gets initiative.
So we're going to see who gets the first initiative here. I'm going to roll first because I want it. 7.
No.
Oh no. Oh no. So David, as you won the priority for this round, do you want to explain your moves?
Yeah, so obviously Pathfinders have readied up again.
Yep.
These stealth suits have moved back because they want to get charged by your
Flayed one.
flayed one. So they moved back. And so Promise can die. And this Shazvri has readied himself up as well.
Okay. And for mine, I have readied my Deathmark Sniper. And I'm going to attempt the long bomb charge of Flayed one into both of them.
You can't actually reach him.
Oh right, I can only target the first guy.
And he's 11 inches away, yeah.
Oh my. So, yep.
Overwatch time.
Yep.
Now, I'm going for greater good.
Yep.
Because it doesn't stop me from shooting in the shooting phase.
Sure,
so
sure.
both of them, that's 2 burst cannons. Oh, that'll be 8 shots, hitting on 6s. For 2 6s.
Mm-hmm.
Winding on 3s. For 1 wound.
1 wound. So damage.
It's 4 up involved. 4 up
Oh,
save,
save.
sorry.
5. Saved.
Charge time.
Charge time. Oh no, I'm going to use my command point, and with these you reroll both dice.
Yeah.
Can't keep that 5 sadly.
So using a tactic here.
5 or 6.
No.
Oh, I got the wrong way round, so nope, that was a
He
failed
still
charge.
gets to move though.
Yeah.
Start with my redded Shazray. He's going to shoot his fusion blaster into your disintegrating. What's he called? Death mark.
Sniper death mark. Yeah. Don't
So-
think he's been doing many disintegrating.
No modifiers, just 4+ to hit.
Mm-hmm.
He hits.
Oh.
Okay, he's 2s to wind.
Yeah.
I'm going to use a reroll.
Absolutely.
So we'll tactic that. It's cooked. Oh, typical. So he doesn't actually win them.
So yeah, I'm going to go with my death mark next. I really wanted to go for the comms, but unfortunately he is actually just within long range, which would be -3 to hit him.
-1 for obscurity, -1 for camouflage, -1 for long range.
So
It's not worth it.
going to happen. So I'm going to go for your leader then, because I get an extra shot and an extra +1 to hit. So yeah, let's give this a try.
Right.
It's going to be 5s to hit you.
Because of camouflage and obscurity.
Yep. Reroll 1s because I'm a sniper. So get 1 hit. Wounding you on 4s.
Mm-hmm.
Got a wound.
No, so it's 3 up armor save. He's fine. So now the tower left to shoot all the remaining shots. We're going to shoot Pathfinder here into this little guy here.
Yep.
Marker light time, 4+, no modifiers. Nope. Second guy is going to do the exact same. Cool, so we get it. I don't have enough to upblink for more, but we do get reroll hits of 1 on that flayed one. I'm going to start with my comms. He is now going to shoot at this flayed one. It doesn't say I can't comms myself.
Yep. It says choose a friendly model within 6 inches. Well, you're a friendly model within
Yep.
6 inches.
So I'm going to comms myself because I've got a flesh wound, so that'll basically cancel out that modifier there.
Yep.
So we're going to do the burst cannon into this guy here. So 4s to hit, reroll 1s. Ridiculously bad shooting there.
So bad
Well,
shooting.
We'll just immediately move on to the other guy.
Yep.
His burst cannon.
Reroll the 1s.
Oh, so I
You
do.
got 2 1s.
Thank you, Ross.
Well, they didn't help you.
3s to wind. It's a wind.
Okay, 4+ save. Nailed it. So we're now on to the morale phase. I've still got both my Necrons. They didn't die there, thank goodness. Equally, Dave didn't lose anything, but you know I'm chasing them down. So on to morale phase, I've got to check if my team break. So just do not get a 11 or 12. So I'm broken, which is bad. So my entire team is -1 to hit. And then I've got to check to see if they become shaken. So I did lose 5 guys, so that is going to be any 6s will result in them being shaken. So we'll start with my sniper, don't roll a 6. We're okay. Do not roll 1 for flayed one, otherwise I can't chase you down. We're okay on that side, so my team is broken. So that is the end of battle round 4, and with that we've now got to roll to see if the game ends. At the moment we are 0-0, neither of us have actually successfully captured anyone. I almost did, but David, working as a team, made sure his friend did not get captured. So yeah, with that, on a 1 or 2 the game ends, and we are also the same amount of force points, which means the game would end in a draw. On a 3+, we get another round in. So yeah, with a 4, we're going to go into battle round 5.
So guys, battle round 5. However, we need to remember Necrons are broken.
Yep.
So there's a few modifiers there, but we're going to see who gets initiative.
Okay.
I think you want it this
I
time.
absolutely want, and I will get it. Debatably.
So you get 4.
Oh! You can expect some charging happening. So I've completed my movement, as I did have the priority here. I've moved my Deathmark, my Sniper Specialist. Basically, I'm going to maybe actually try and take out some Pathfinders. Really difficult, but everything's difficult to take out. If I can start breaking it, that'd be nice. But I'm also going to obviously charge with my Flayed One straight into both of them. Do you want Overwatch?
Yeah, I'll Overwatch, so it'll be 8 shots. I've not done the rest of my movement yet because Ross is not letting me.
Yep.
Anyway, 8 attacks with the burst cannons. We get a single 6, really bad roll there.
That was a really bad roll.
But this is going to be a win, Ross, on a 3+. I told you.
Yep. Passing a 4. Dice is super gone. Passing a 4. Nailed it. Gonna attempt to charge. I'm thinking it's about a 4-inch charge there, if not less. We'll check after I make a huge, massive dice roll. Oh, I'm in.
Finished up my movement now. I've just readied both my Pathfinders, and I've actually moved my Shazray because Ross has so kindly moved himself out of 9 inches, so I moved myself back into 9 inches.
Good plan.
We're going to start my shooting phase with my readied marker light goes over here. So first marker light is going to go into this death mark. We failed to hit, and the second marker light will actually go into the death mark, which we hit. Now this is where I will actually use 2 of my command points to uplink it.
Yep.
So I'll add an additional D3 for another 2, so it's 3 marker lights on to that death mark, and I've still got 1 tactic point left.
It's going to start with, well, my only shooting is going to be my Sniper Specialist Deathmark onto your Pathfinder. Going to target this one here.
Okay.
So I'm going to use a command point to use careful aim with my Sniper.
Okay.
Should be nice.
Go for it.
And I am within rapid fire range, so I get 2 shots. I'm now going to be hitting 4s because -1 for broken, -1 for obscured, +1 for careful aim. So 4s, rerolling 1s as I'm a sniper. Don't need those rerolls, both hit.
3s to wound.
Going to be 3s. Both wounds. Now you've got to make saving throw for both.
Yeah, so it's 5 up recon armor. Failed them both.
So roll for the damage result.
Takes a flesh wound. Shazray is going to pump a hit into this death mark. I may have said earlier he gets +1 to his hit rolls. He does not, sorry. For 3 marker points, it ignores heavy and advanced tactics, which he kind of does already. Obscurity, which is not obscured, but I do get reroll hits of 1. So I'm now forced to hit with the Fusion Blaster. Reroll 1s.
Huh. Marker lights.
Failed.
So my flayed one's gonna attack, gonna go into this calm stealth suit, try and rip him apart. 3 attacks because I'm not the zealot because he's dead. Gonna hit you on 3s.
Nope. Hit you on 4s because of camouflage.
And 5s because I'm broken.
You hit on 5, sorry, yeah.
Oh, 5s. So we got 1. And we're gonna wound you on 4s, rerolling because of my flayed claws. So don't need that reroll.
3 up armor. I'll use my last tactic point.
Please fail this, I could really do with it.
No.
Oh.
So my turn to strike back. Now I may have got my comms combat attacks wrong last turn, but he hits on 6s because he's got a flesh wound, so 2 attacks onto your flayed one. Hit on 6s. Nope. Other guy, full 2 attacks, hit on 5s. For nothing.
So that's the end of battle round 5. You know, I am enduring this. Managed to keep you in combat and still not go down, which is excellent. I've got to see if my guys begin to panic, basically going to shaken. So I've lost 5 guys, so either one of them fails on 6s. Start with a sniper, don't roll a 6. He's fine. Flayed one is fine as well. David doesn't have any morale test to make. So we've got to check if the game ends there. Once again, it will end in a draw if it doesn't. So, yep. On a 4+, we keep going on to the last battle round. 1, 2, 3, the game ends. We've got 1 more battle round to do, David. So yeah, we're going into battle round 6. Wow, you know, this game we're not scoring points for anything at all. Basically my hope now is sort of kind of just endure. You know, if I can endure, then I can at least get away with a draw. Because I don't think I can get any victory points here. But David, I think, is going to go aggressive in this one as we go into battle round 6.
Time for us to roll for initiative. So Ross,
I want to lose this more than anything I've wanted in my life.
So you've just rolled a 7.
Yep.
8.
8,
So I get initiative.
You go first. So that's us finished it for battle round 6 in the movement. David, what have you done as you won initiative?
So yeah, I've moved my commander over here, which you'll find out why that has ended up being a mistake. But I had to move him round because Ross was either going to move either or in a minute, you'll see.
Yep.
Over here though, Pathfinders have moved down just so they can add their Overwatch fire, and the Shazwees have fallen. Sorry, the Stealth Suits have fallen back.
Yeah. So I'm declaring a charge with my flayed one up against both those Stealth Suits. However, being a coward, and you might hate me for this one, I've guaranteed the draw. Essentially, you know, we checked, nothing can actually target this death mark. I made it so I did an advance move, I used a command point to reroll the advance, and I got just enough to get out of the way, and that sort of side of there just making it impossible for the stealth team here, the leader, to be able to see me and assassinate me. So that kind of ensures this game's a draw, but you know, David, you've still got some shooting, I've got some charges. We're going to finish this up. So David, here comes my charge. It's like a 2-inch charge, but you've got a lot of Overwatch.
So 2 burst cannons is 8 shots. Going to add in the pulse carbines as well, which is another 4 shots, so it's 12 shots in total.
Yeah, I am charging both the stealth suits, by the way.
Yeah, that's cool. So yeah, here we go. So we get 1/6.
Yep.
It's 3s. The pulse carbines and the burst cannons same profile anyway, guys.
Sure.
So 3s, not a wound. You know what? I'm going to use a tactic.
Yep.
Because I've got some to spare, so it wounds. Go for a save. Passed.
Made it. Gonna charge you. It's pretty much like a 2-inch charge. I'm well in. So yeah, going into the fight phase. Flayed one is going to attack first. Going for your comms, try and bring him down. It's sort of been my goal for the entire time. -1 because you're camouflage, -1 because I'm broken, meaning I'm going to hit you in 5, so 3 attacks.
Which one's this one on, the comms guy?
Comms, so 1 hit. Going to be wounding you on 4's rerolls. So he wins.
3 up armour. I'm going to use a tactic to reroll that.
Yep, is this your last one for this round?
Yep. Saved. So David's attack's back here. Now this is actually quite important. If David does actually punch me out here, he wins, because he will have taken 1 prisoner, giving him 1 victory point. So yeah, David, big going here. So start with the comms guy, who's going to be hitting on 6s because he's carrying a flesh wound.
Yep.
Nope, no hits. We'll go with the normal guy. He hits on 5s for nothing.
For neither. And just to quickly do the morale phase, check if my guys become shaken. Gonna go with my death mark first, fail on a 6. He's shaken. And the flayed one, he's gonna fail on a 6. That's gawked. He's also shaken, so both my team are actually shaken, but that is the end of battle round 6 and the end of the game. So that was frustrating. I can imagine. I think we worked out, you took out 1/5 of my force. I think I took out nearly 3/4 of your force. Okay, there's no point wise, but Tao had the game under control from battle round 1 really. Oh, absolutely. And couldn't even see it out because of your cowardice. Well, you know, when you can't win, draw, you know. I sometimes like to go out and blaze glory, but sometimes I like to deny you a victory. Okay. And that to me is a victory on itself. And your absolute rage is palpable at the moment. Oh, it's incredible because I had that. You did. I mean, the Tau sort of stealth team one is incredible. The fact that it's -1 to hit along with all the other modifiers as well is really good. The -1 to hit straight off the bat is really awesome. You've got mobility, you've got fly, you've got guns that put up 4 shots a piece, and then that fusion guy was an assassin until the end of the game, in which case he decided to sort of call it a day. Well, I think he started to go back to normal. Yeah, probably. I mean, I think he killed things 3 turns, whiffed it 3 turns, so it kind of balanced out when you're hitting usually in force. Point of the game, that's our second time playing Kill Team, and I do think we've got the rules a lot more neater and tidier. Hopefully. Still a few issues probably here and there, but again, the more games we play, we're going to iron this game out. So I don't think there was too much there. Yeah, no, it's absolutely excellent. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please comment, share, like and subscribe. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you guys would like to see. We do have a plethora of forces, so we can add them into Kill Team hopefully pretty soon. So yeah, thanks again, and we'll see you in our Tabletop Assault Battle Report.